The world's highest prisons. Secrets of extreme confinement. What if I told you that the most isolated, harshest prisons in the world aren't found in remote jungles or icy tundras? They're found high in the mountains, where oxygen is thin, temperatures are freezing, and survival is a daily battle. In today's video, we'll take you to two of the highest prisons in the world, one abandoned and the other still in use. From the Andes Mountains of Chile to the highlands of China, these prisons are as extreme as they come. Let's dive into their dark history. Puido Prison, Chile's forgotten prison. Introduction to Puido Prison. Located at an incredible 4,300 meters (14,108 feet) above sea level, Puido Prison in Chile is the highest known prison ever constructed. History and construction. Built in the early 1900s, Puido Prison was part of a government effort to harness convict labor for the country's booming mining industry. But the prison wasn't just any facility. It was located in the Andes Mountains, where temperatures would plummet and the oxygen levels would cause altitude sickness. The prison's harsh conditions. Convicts at Puido had to endure brutal conditions. Working in mines at high altitudes, they were subjected to extreme weather, limited food, and exhausting labor. Imagine the daily struggle. Frostbite in the winter, and the physical toll of altitude sickness, a constant challenge for anyone not accustomed to such heights. The decline and abandonment. By the mid-20th century, mining operations began to modernize, and the need for convict labor dwindled. The prison was abandoned, left as a haunting reminder of a brutal past. Today, Puido stands in ruins, a historical relic of an era when prisoners were forced to sacrifice their lives for labor. Chincheng Prison, China's high-security facility, 4 minutes. Introduction to Chincheng Prison, 30 seconds. Now, let's turn our attention to a high-security prison that still exists today, Chincheng Prison in China, located about 3,000 meters above sea level in the mountains surrounding Beijing. History and construction. Constructed in 1958, Chincheng was originally intended for counter-revolutionaries and political prisoners during the early days of communist rule. Over the years, it evolved into a prison for high-profile criminals, holding some of the most powerful and controversial figures in China's history. Life in Chincheng. Strict security and political imprisonment. What makes Chincheng truly unique is its strict security, designed to hold high-ranking officials, corrupt politicians, and even dissidents. Prisoners here face strict isolation and are under constant surveillance. For some, however, life in Chincheng isn't as bad as you'd expect. High-profile prisoners enjoy better conditions, with access to books, medical care, and even luxurious living quarters compared to regular inmates. Notable prisoners and political significance. Throughout its history, Chincheng has held many notable political figures. One of the most famous was Jiang Qing, wife of Chairman Mao Zedong, who was convicted of crimes related to the Cultural Revolution. Another famous prisoner was Chen Liangyu, the former Shanghai Communist Party secretary, who was convicted of corruption and sentenced to prison in Chincheng. Conclusion. Extreme prisons and their impact. Reflecting on the harshness. From the icy heights of Puido Prison to the isolated walls of Chincheng, both of these facilities show us the extremes humanity will go to when it comes to punishing the worst offenders, or keeping political enemies in check. Legacy of extreme prisons. While Puido has been left to decay in the mountains, Chincheng still stands as a symbol of China's commitment to control and power. The harshness of these prisons reflects how power and survival are tested in some of the most extreme conditions on Earth. Finish with a strong closing shot of the high altitudes of both prisons, before fading to black. Thanks for watching. Which of these prisons do you think is the most extreme? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history on the world's darkest places.